Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to speak on a topic that is close to my heart. Excuses are for weak people. It is a topic that may seem harsh, but it is one that we must confront if we are to live our lives to the fullest. Excuses are the crutch of the weak, the anchor of the average, and the nemesis of greatness. We live in a world where excuses are a dime a dozen. It's easy to make excuses for why we haven't achieved our goals or why we are not living the life we desire. We blame our circumstances, our past, and the people around us. We point fingers at our parents, our teachers, our bosses, and even our friends. We make excuses for our health, our finances, and our relationships. We say that we don't have enough time, enough money, or enough resources. We say that we're not smart enough, not talented enough, or not lucky enough. We say all these things, and more, to justify why we are not where we want to be in life. But the truth is, excuses are nothing more than a self-imposed limitation. They are the shackles that keep us from reaching our full potential. When we make excuses, we give away our power. We relinquish control of our lives to external factors, and we become victims of our circumstances. We allow fear, doubt, and uncertainty to control our actions, and we surrender our dreams to fate. Excuses are for weak people, because they are the easy way out. They are the path of least resistance, the comfortable choice. Making excuses is a way to avoid taking responsibility for our lives. It is a way to avoid facing our fears and stepping outside our comfort zones. It is a way to avoid the risk and uncertainty that comes with pursuing our goals and dreams. But the price we pay for making excuses is too high. We sacrifice our dreams, our potential, and our happiness. We live a life of regret, wondering what could have been if we had only taken action. We live a life of mediocrity, settling for less than we deserve. We live a life of unfulfilled potential, never realizing the greatness that lies within us. So, how do we overcome the temptation to make excuses? How do we break free from the cycle of self-limiting beliefs and negative self-talk? Here are some strategies that can help. The first step to overcoming excuses is to take responsibility for your life. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. You are responsible for your actions, your choices, and your outcomes. You cannot control the external factors that affect your life, but you can control how you respond to them. You can choose to be a victim of your circumstances, or you can choose to be a victor. The next step is to identify your excuses. What are the self-limiting beliefs that are holding you back? What are the negative self-talk patterns that are keeping you stuck? What are the stories you tell yourself to justify why you're not where you want to be? Write them down, and be honest with yourself. Awareness is the first step to change. Once you've identified your excuses, it's time to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this really true? Is this an accurate reflection of reality? What evidence do I have to support this belief? Often, we find that our excuses are based on flawed assumptions or incomplete information. By challenging our excuses, we can break free from their grip. The final step is to take action. Excuses are a way to avoid taking action and stepping outside our comfort zones. The only way to overcome excuses is to take action in spite of them. Start small, and take incremental steps towards your goals. Don't wait for the perfect conditions or the ideal circumstances. Take action today, and let the momentum build. As you take action, you will find that your excuses start to lose their power over you. You will build confidence, and you will see progress towards your goals. You will develop resilience, and you will learn to overcome obstacles and setbacks. You will discover that you are stronger than you ever imagined. In conclusion, excuses are for weak people. They are the enemy of greatness, the crutch of the weak, and the anchor of the average. They are a self-imposed limitation that keeps us from reaching our full potential. If we want to live a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment, we must overcome our excuses and take responsibility for our lives. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. When you look back on your life, you will be proud of the person you became, and the impact you made on the world. You will be grateful for the challenges you overcame, and the lessons you learned. You will be inspired by the person you were, and the person you are becoming. So, let us choose to live a life free of excuses. Let us embrace our potential, and take action towards our goals. Let us be the change we want to see in the world, and let us leave a legacy that will inspire future generations. I want to emphasize that we all have the potential to achieve greatness. We are all capable of creating a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. But it requires us to overcome our excuses and take action towards our goals. When we make excuses, we give away our power. We surrender our dreams to fate, and we become victims of our circumstances. But when we take responsibility for our lives, we take control of our destiny. We become the creators of our own reality, and we shape our future with our actions. So, if you want to live a life of meaning and impact, you must overcome your excuses. You must confront the self-limiting beliefs and negative self-talk that are holding you back. You must challenge the stories you tell yourself, and replace them with empowering beliefs that inspire you to take action. Remember that success is not a destination, it is a journey. It is a process of growth, learning, and evolution. It requires us to step outside our comfort zones, and face our fears. It requires us to embrace uncertainty and take risks. It requires us to be persistent and resilient in the face of setbacks and obstacles. But the reward for this journey is a life of fulfillment and purpose. It is a life where you are free to express your true potential, and make a positive impact on the world. It is a life where you are no longer held back by excuses, but instead, you are propelled forward by your vision and your purpose. So, let us choose to be the kind of people who overcome excuses. Let us be the kind of people who take responsibility for our lives, and who inspire others to do the same. Let us be the kind of people who leave a legacy that will live on long after we are gone. I want to leave you with this thought: excuses are for weak people. But you are not weak. You are strong, capable, and powerful. You have the potential to achieve greatness, and to create a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. So, embrace your potential, and take action towards your dreams. The world is waiting for you. It's important to acknowledge that overcoming excuses is not easy. It takes effort, commitment, and discipline. It's tempting to fall back into our old habits and patterns, and to make excuses for why we can't do something. But if we want to achieve our goals, we must be willing to do the work. One way to overcome excuses is to set clear goals and create a plan to achieve them. When we have a clear vision of what we want to achieve, it becomes easier to focus on taking action towards our goals. By breaking down our goals into smaller, achievable steps, we can make progress every day. Another way to overcome excuses is to surround ourselves with supportive people. We need a network of people who believe in us and our potential, and who encourage us to take action towards our goals. These people can provide us with guidance, accountability, and motivation to keep moving forward. It's also important to be kind to ourselves as we navigate the journey of overcoming excuses. We will make mistakes, and we will face challenges along the way. But it's important to remember that failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of the journey. We must learn from our mistakes, and use them as opportunities to grow and improve. Excuses are for weak people. But we are not weak. We are capable of achieving greatness, and creating a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. It requires us to overcome our excuses, take responsibility for our lives, and take action towards our goals. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. The world is waiting for us to step into our potential and make a positive impact. Let us choose to be the kind of people who overcome excuses, and create a life of meaning and impact. One of the most common excuses people make is that they don't have enough time. But the truth is, we all have the same amount of time in a day. It's how we choose to use that time that determines our level of success. If we spend our time watching TV, scrolling through social media, and engaging in other time-wasting activities, we will never achieve our goals. To overcome the excuse of not having enough time, we must prioritize our goals and use our time wisely. We must learn to say no to things that don't align with our goals and focus on the things that matter. We can also use tools like time blocking and scheduling to ensure that we are making the most of our time. Another common excuse is that we don't have enough resources or money to achieve our goals. While it's true that some goals may require more resources or financial investment, we must remember that there are always alternative solutions. We can start small, and build momentum over time. We can also seek out mentors or experts who can provide us with guidance and support. It's important to recognize that the excuses we make are often rooted in fear. We are afraid of failure, rejection, or the unknown. But if we want to achieve our goals, we must learn to embrace fear and take action anyway. We must trust in our own abilities and believe that we have what it takes to succeed. It's important to remember that we are all capable of achieving great things. We all have unique talents, abilities, and perspectives that can be used to make a positive impact in the world. When we overcome our excuses and tap into our full potential, we can create a life of meaning and impact. So let us choose to be the kind of people who overcome excuses, and create a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. Let us believe in ourselves and our potential, and take bold action towards our goals. Let us surround ourselves with a supportive community, and never give up on our dreams. As we move forward in life, let us remember that our excuses do not define us. We have the power to change our thinking, our behavior, and our lives. We have the power to create a life of meaning and impact, and it all starts with overcoming our excuses.